According to the American Transplant Foundation, every single day 20 people die due to lack of available organs on the UNOS waiting list. That's 600 men, women, and children every single month, 7,200 a year. If everyone 18 years or older became a registered organ donor, all of these deaths could be prevented. If everyone within legal age became a registered organ donor, all of the lives of those in need around us would be saved. Therefore, everyone within legal age should become a registered organ donor in order to save the lives of those in need around us. I've worked in the medical field for the last 3 years and have done extensive research on the following subject. First, I will discuss the relevant facts focusing on the need for organ donation. Next, I will discuss how to solve the fact that so many people around the world are in need of an organ transplant. Then, I will give examples of patients whose lives were saved from others donating their organs. And finally, I will talk about the action needed to make a difference with the organ shortage. As of September 2020, 109,000 people are on the organ donation waiting list. According to the HRSA, in 2019, less than 40,000 transplants were performed, and every 9 minutes, an additional person is added to that waiting list. Of the 109,000 people on that waiting list, 50,000 of them are in need of a heart transplant. This means that 50,000 people would have to pass in such a way that allows their hearts to be donated to those in need. I've informed you of the relevant facts focusing on the need for organ donation. Next, I will discuss how to solve the fact that so many people are in need of a transplant. If everyone 18 years or older became a registered organ donor, the odds would go up, and everyone would receive the organs that they so desperately need. Everyone is able to donate 8 life-saving organs: the heart, the pancreas, the liver, the intestines, both kidneys, and both lungs. These are just the life-saving organs. We're also able to donate quality of life organs such as our skin and our eyes. We can give the gift of sight, the gift of touch and sensation, and the most important gift of all, the gift of life. 90% of adults say that they agree with organ donation, but yet only 60% of them are actual registered organ donors. This means that 40% of qualifying individuals have chosen not to be organ donors. And every 3 in 1,000 people die in a way that even allows their organs to be donated in the first place. This means that we need as many people as possible to register to become organ donors in order to bring those odds back up to where they should be. Now that I have gone over to the solution to the organ shortage in the world, I will now give a few examples of organ donations that have saved lives. Under the Stories of Hope tab on the UNOS website, you can read tons of stories of hope from these people whose lives have been changed by organ donation. The first story I'm going to talk about today is the story of Jameson, a 12-year-old boy who on Christmas Day of 2017 was rushed to the emergency room because he was having heart complications. They discovered his heart was enlarged and that he was going to need a transplant. In May of 2018, he received that transplant, and now he's living the life of a normal, healthy teenage boy. Sydney, age 8, died due to complications with an E. coli infection. She donated her heart to another little girl in need. Brendan, a 20-year-old, loved to exercise, was having problems with his lungs. He needed a double lung transplant. After receiving that transplant in 2019, he dedicated his life to learning a new sport every single year in order to honor his organ donor as well as his new pair of lungs. And Braden, a 1-year-old who was born with liver complications, received that liver transplant when he was just 1 year old. He's now 4, happy and healthy, and lives the life of a normal toddler. Finally, I will talk about the action needed in order to solve the organ shortage around the world. Not everyone 18 years and older qualifies to become a registered organ donor. Those that have made organ donations under the age of 18 have done so by permission of parent or guardian. Those that have made organ donations that are over the age of 18 have to be able to make their own medical decisions. If they hadn't, their power of attorney did it for them. If you're over the age of 18 and you make your own medical decisions, it's extremely important that you register to be an organ donor as soon as possible. The people around us are in need of those organs, and when we pass away, we no longer need them. It's important that we give those organs to those in need in order for them to be healthy, happy, and live the lives that they're destined to live. Today I informed you of the importance of registering to be an organ donor in order to help aid the national organ shortage around the world. First, I discussed the relevant facts focusing on the need for organ donation. Next, I discussed how to solve that fact that so many people around the world are in need of an organ transplant. Then, I gave examples of patients whose lives were saved while donating organs. And finally, I talked about the action needed to make a difference with the organ shortage. All the lives that were saved were due because people over the age of 18 were registered organ donors. And in order to save the lives of those in need around us, it's important for us to become registered organ donors. It makes a difference in the lives of those who are just beginning, as well in the lives of ours who just happen to end. And that's the end of it. But I also wanted to let you guys know that I didn't have an audience today because I do have COVID. So that, don't comment on that, I guess, when you're giving me critiques. But thank you.